Want a sword? Get a mentor. Hey, it's Nina Carmichael. We made this video is probably because you're the most ambitious person in your circle. You know you're capable of more and you get the punch by surrounding yourself with the best. So today let's learn from one of the best, my husband Evan Carmichael, how to never lose in life no matter what. Enjoy! Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Develop valuable skills.
Most of the skills that you need to succeed are not taught in school. That's because these skills cannot be taught from a textbook. They need to be learned by doing. They involve other people. So today I'm going to give you the 3 most important skills that I've developed that if you can get out there and start learning will transform your business and your life. Skill number 1 is learn to add value. If you want to have success in business or in any relationship, you need to learn to add value. You need to learn how to understand what the people that you're working with, what they want, what their goals are. You want to be their chief goal officer. Be everybody's chief goal officer. You need to understand not just what you want, but what do they want? What are they trying to accomplish? How can you bring value to them? How can you help them get through whatever problem is in front of them right now? And the more you add value, the more money you're gonna make, the more partnerships you're gonna make, the more people are gonna wanna work with you, talk about you, be around you, because you are bringing everybody else up. Skill number 2 is hustle while you wait. This is so important for success. You will find this in every single entrepreneur who has success. You hustle while you wait. There's a lot of waiting in business. There's a lot of waiting for someone to get back to you. There's a lot of waiting for someone to sign a contract. There's a lot of waiting, a lot of waiting, a lot of waiting. You know, on Christmas Day, you might be working, making videos, while other people are waiting. Like you're waiting. So what do you do while you wait? You hustle. You go work on other things. You start building momentum somewhere else. If you spend your life waiting on other people and you're not doing anything in the meantime, you will fail. Here's a quick example. Yesterday, Alex came over. Yesterday was supposed to be my mentoring day. I train Alex, I work with him, I spend a couple hours with him, helping him grow Toronto Dance Salsa. He couldn't make it in time because he had to go to a walk-in clinic for a foot issue. Great. What would most people do? Most people, when something gets canceled, what do? Do you go watch Netflix? Do you go check out Facebook? Do you go consume content? Do you just take it as a break? That's what most people do. Somebody cancels on you. What do? You take a break. I deserve a break. I've been working really hard. I deserve a break. What did I do yesterday when Alex canceled? I went to work. I started getting ahead on YouTube Day. I started getting ahead on my research. I started getting ahead what I had to do today. That's the key. You send something out. You're waiting for a response. What are you doing while you're waiting for a response? You're hustling against 10 other people. You're growing. You're building momentum. You're planning for the future. You're doing, you're grinding, you're getting out there. And so that's one of the most important skills that you can develop. While you are waiting for somebody to get back to you, while you're waiting for a yes or no, or your partner to do something, you are hustling on something else. You need to learn to hustle while you wait. And skill number 3 is put your goals ahead of your convenience. Guys, this is important. Your goals will not be convenient for you. You going off and doing that thing that is different, that is outside the norm, that most people don't have success with, you have the audacity to go say, I want to be successful here. You're waiting for it to be convenient for you. It will not be convenient. You will have to do things that you are uncomfortable with. You will have to grow in ways that you never imagined you growing, because you have to get outside. You have to go and chase things that are not going to be convenient for you. And so I look at my tour coming up as an example. Probably the most common comment that I get from people who are learning about the tour is, when are you going to come to my city? When are you going to come to Florida? When are you going to come to London? When are you going to come to New York? When are you going to come to my city? I'm not coming on this tour. I'm not. Maybe I come next year, maybe I never come. If you're waiting for me to come to your city for you to get the information you need, you're gonna lose. And it's not just me, it's anybody else. You're waiting for Tony Robbins to come to your city, you're waiting for somebody else to come to your city. Don't. Stop it. You're gonna lose. You have to go out and put your goals ahead of your convenient. You're waiting for it to be convenient for you. You're waiting for it to come to you. It's not. You have to go out and claim it. You have to go out and make it happen.
If you want to have more confidence and motivation, check out our 254 series. The link is in the description below.
And you have an overview of what your book is all about, and you write into them. There's usually a general email address so you can connect with them.
You can use rejection as fuel to help you go off and do something bigger, and motivation to, I'm going to prove them wrong.
Surround yourself with greatness.
If you want to be more confident, you need to surround yourself with things that make you feel confident.
Rule number 2, work on your skill set.
You will never lose in life if you have valuable skills. You won't lose your house, you won't lose your car, you won't lose your clients if you have a skill that brings people value. The economy can collapse, the algorithms can change, but as long as you have a skill that solves problems for people, you will be safe. So I'm seeing this a lot in the YouTube world now. I have a new course out helping people get to 1 million subscribers on YouTube. We can link up the description there if you want in. And people are saying, well, should I still do YouTube? Is it too late? Like YouTube won't be here in 5 years or 10 years, or maybe it's gonna be the next thing I should hop on. It's not about the platform. Like right now, it's winning the platform that is currently winning. You need to crush it, right? Like YouTube should be your home. If you're trying to make an impact, you're trying to be a thought leader, you have a message to spread, YouTube has to be your #1 place. It just has to be right now. Otherwise, you're not making a smart decision. But whether YouTube is still around in 20 years, 5 years, doesn't matter. Because the skill set that you learn, you can take anywhere. The ability to communicate, you could take to any platform. You could take to the next thing. I don't anticipate YouTube still being around in 20 years, but my ability to make videos, talk into a lens, that's not gonna go away. That can serve me for life, right? Whether that's VR Evan or hologram Evan, you know, coming into your living room, that's gonna be me. It's gonna be amazing. I'm pumped, I look forward to it. Any algorithm change that people are freaking out about, anybody who's complaining about the economy going down or the algorithm changing, you've already lost. That's a losing mindset. When I was first starting my YouTube channel, I always saw the algorithm as a chance to win, right? You should see, if you're a small creator on any platform, YouTube, Instagram, anything, and the algorithm shifts, that's your greatest advantage. You should be cheering. You should want more algorithm changes. If you look at a traditional, established, boring market, it's hard to win. Real estate could be hard to win, right? Financial markets can be hard to win. It's not that it's not possible, it's just hard to win because there's a lot of people who have decades of experience and know more than you, and it's hard to close that gap of experience. With social media, with YouTube, every time there's a big algorithm change, the people who are experts at the last thing, they're crying instead of adjusting. That's how you win. That's how you get ahead of them. That's how you become the top dog, is because you're gonna go learn the new algorithm when everybody is wishing and hoping that the old algorithm comes back. And this happens for every platform. It happened for Facebook. Every time they changed your algorithm or updated the feed and what was shown there, people always freak out and complain, and they want petitions and like, let's go back to how it used to be. Don't sign those petitions. Don't jump on that bandwagon. That is loser thinking. Never, ever, 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 ever do that. It's loser thinking, and that's how most people think. That's a mindset shift that I want to make for the collective, but more importantly for you. That whenever there's a big change, embrace it, go all in on it, learn it. That's how you're gonna leapfrog everybody else. So the faster the rate of change, the more you should be cheering. I still get pumped for an algorithm change. Me, I mean, now I'm closer to the top, right? I mean, I don't know what the top is. I got 2 million subscribers and 300 million views and all these channels. I still love it. Anytime an algorithm change comes out, I'm still pumped. Train yourself. Like a change is coming, I'm pumped. Get excited. Because there's still people who are ahead of me, or even the people below me that I'm competing with for attention and for space. If they're sitting there complaining about how it's changed and they're dropping in their views, awesome. I'll pick up those views because I'm gonna learn what the new algorithm is all about. Same thing with the economy. When the economy crashes, everybody who's complaining about how it used to be, they're not gonna win. It's comforting to join a club and wish things to be how they used to be, but we're not going back to that. So the faster you realize that and make improvements, the faster you can learn and actually build a great business. Some of the greatest businesses in the world were built in recession, in depression. That could be you if you decide to be. Let's hop back to skills for a second. I look at Jake Paul, Logan Paul. They started on Vine, right? Vine was their claim to fame. They had tons of success in making these super short videos. Vine gets shut down, right? Boom, gone. This is don't put all your eggs in one basket. I think that's loser thinking too. It's loser thinking. They went all in on Vine, and then Vine got shut down. Oh no. What did they do? They moved to YouTube and started crushing it. Millions of subscribers. Look at their growth on YouTube over the past, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years. Blew up. Why? They didn't just come out of nowhere. They had the skill set. They had the skill set that they learned from doing the thing, right? The skill set to make a good video, they then brought to a new platform. If YouTube goes away, you're learning the skill set of how to communicate, how to make great videos, that whatever comes next. People are freaking out about the FTC coming in and cop on YouTube. Okay, so if kids aren't able to get content on YouTube, where are they gonna go? Go be there. Instead of trying to fight what is already happening, go be at the place where the kids are going to be. Embrace the change. That's where you can win. When everybody else is fighting and angry and screaming and yelling and complaining and wishing that it used to be, or quitting the platform and getting upset, go be where they're going to be. It's easy. It's a simple win. Most people don't have that mindset. It's why most people lose. It's why most businesses can't evolve. Most businesses shut down. It's people very rarely transition from one platform to another, from one business to another, even though they have the skill sets and capabilities to do so, because they don't have the mindset to do so. People who crushed MySpace, very few of them are still around on different platforms. Look at Hollywood. The Rock is doing it. Will Smith is doing it, moving from Hollywood films to YouTube. Where's Brad Pitt? Where's George Clooney? Like, they're in a dying industry. They should be embracing YouTube. They don't want to. They have the skills. It's transferable. You don't think George Clooney could come in and crush YouTube if he wanted to? Of course he could. Calling you out, George Clooney. Let's go. Make it happen. Right? It's just about picking up the skill set. That will keep you safe in any environment. But it's also having a mindset to follow through and try the new things instead of complaining about the changes that are currently happening. So how can you do it? I'm going to give you a 3-step process that I think will help. Step 1 is make sure your actions map to your ambitions. This will help you determine what skill set you need. What are your ambitions? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want out of life? There's so many ways to win. You know, if you've gone through the who, why, how process, you know what your purpose is, you know what you're trying to accomplish, you've read Built to Serve. Well, you can't read it yet, it's still in pre-order, but you understand the concept, you figure out your purpose, great. To actually go off and accomplish it, what are the skill sets that you actually need? What are the skill sets you need to develop? Even if you suck at it, if you're not naturally good at it. I'm introverted. I'm not naturally good in front of the camera. It took me 6,000 videos to get here, right? I got better with practice and repetition and dedication and hard work and all of that. You can too. What are the skill sets that you need to acquire to get the life that you want? And then you can start working on them. So first step is figure out how do you map your actions to your ambitions. Second step is to learn to tell yourself that it's the best. It's the best. It's the best. Every time something negative is happening to you, the economy is crashing, an algorithm is changing, a new competitor comes in, something negative is happening, you tell yourself it's the best. This is the best. This is my chance to prove to myself and the world what I'm made of. When an algorithm changes and you say it's the best, you're going to find a new solution. If you sit there and complain and get negative and toxic, you're not going to find a new solution. The best part of saying it's the best is it shifts your mindset from one of complaining and lack of resourcefulness to one of ultimate resources. To be able to say, I'm going to go solve this thing. Let's go. It shifts your mindset. So many people get stuck in the negativity. Even if you're an entrepreneur and you're positive and optimistic and have great hopes for the future and where you want to go, if you spend all this time and energy building up this thing and then it gets taken away from you, it's really hard to say this is the best. But that's what you need to do. Because otherwise you spend the rest of your life living off of past glory. To say, well, this is what I used to be and it was all taken away from me and now life sucks. Like, you want the next 40 years of your life to be thinking like that? No. It's the best. The economy crashes, it's the best. You're gonna crush it. Algorithm changes, it's the best. You're gonna crush it. New competitor comes in, it's the best. You're gonna crush it, right? You grow through difficult times. You get better through difficult times. You don't want to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. That's boring. That's photocopying your life. That's not what you want. You want to grow. You want to progress. Self-confidence, self-love, all of it comes from doing difficult things. By telling yourself that when that difficult thing comes, it's the best. This is my chance to rise up and show myself and the world what I'm capable of, as opposed to saying, this sucks, and sitting in negativity all day, all week, all month, all year, all decade. And step number 3 is understanding that the quantity leads to the quality. We figured out what our skill is that we want to get good at, right? We understand that it's the best, that when other people are complaining, we're going to rise up and improve our skills and get better at the thing because that's how we're going to win. And now number 3 is the practice, the daily grind, the constant improvement. I've done 6,000 videos. It's how I got better at this. The thing that you want to get great at, you have to do a lot of. You're going to suck at the beginning. You're not going to have any quality. That's okay. That's great. It's the best. Right? But then through repetition, through practice, through daily hustle, attacking the thing that you love doing, even though other people see it as work and torture, you love it. You're getting better at it. That's how you're going to improve your skills. Every skill set is possible to acquire. It's just a skill. Doesn't mean you suck as a human. It just means you don't have the skill set yet. How do you get the skill set? By practicing. The quantity leads to the quality. And so back to point number 1 of your actions mapped to your ambitions. How much are you practicing? You want to acquire the skill set. How much time are you actually spending on that skill set? You want to be a great editor? Great. How much time are you spending editing? You want to be a great piano player? How much time are you spending piano? Right? You might have some natural ability for it. Awesome. And if you don't, I had no natural ability to be good in front of the camera. Go back and watch my first videos. You'll see. You'll see how much I sucked. No natural ability. Zero. It took a long time. Practice, dedication, hard work, right? Actions map to your ambitions by putting the quantity that leads to the quality. How much are you doing? Show me your calendar. Show yourself your calendar. Pull up your calendar. Look at your next week. Look at your next month. That skill that you want to acquire, that's going to save you from the recession, from the algorithm change, that's going to bring people value, that skill that you need to acquire, it's going to pay you. How much time are you spending developing it? And if it's not a lot, if it's not sometime every day, you got to change your mindset. You got to change your calendar. You need to change your actions. Because right now, if that's you, your actions are not mapping to your ambitions. I want you to win. You need to get the skill sets. That's the path.
Now I've got a very special bonus clip on work hard and smart that I think you're gonna enjoy. But before that, it's time for the question of the day. What is your single biggest takeaway from this video? What are you going to do to take action? If you made it this far in the video and you promise to take action after watching, we don't just watch a video, we do something. I want to celebrate you. Give me a hashtag believe in the comment below.
If you want to succeed as an entrepreneur, you need to work both hard and smart. You need both. Everybody who's had massive success did both. Forget about trying to work a 4-hour work week. Forget about passive income. Yes, you can make a little bit. Yes, it might be supplemental income to help you along your journey. But if you want to do something impactful, you want to have a big change in the world, you want to really be somebody special and have a ripple effect out from you, you got to do both. You got to work really hard. Look at whoever your heroes are. Whoever it is that you look up to. They didn't get there by having things handed to them. And they didn't get there by trying to create passive income or work 4 hours a week. And I love the 4-Hour Work Week book. There's a lot of principles you can use in there, except the fact that when you are committed to something and you love it, you got to go all in on it. Stop being lazy. Lazy people don't change the world. Lazy people don't have a huge impact. I want you to have a huge impact. And so hard work is just your ticket in. Hard work alone is not the answer. There's lots of people who work really hard and they never rise up, they never reach their potential, right? You can work really, really, really hard as a cashier, but if you're not thinking on a bigger scale and you're not working smart as well, then you'll just continue to work really, really hard as a cashier and make whatever a cashier makes, and that's where you stay. Hard work does not guarantee your success, but there is no success without hard work. Period. It doesn't exist. Show me somebody who you really look up to and really respect, who hasn't put in a ton of effort, hard work, and smart work to make it happen. And so I think if you are just looking for shortcuts, if you're just looking for ways to make that passive income or ways to work 4 hours a week and then spend the rest of the time lying on the beach, you're being lazy. And you haven't really tapped into the thing that you love doing. Because I can tell you, you get tired of lying on the beach. You may not agree because your life sucks right now, because your work sucks right now, because you're just trying to escape. But people want to do things that have meaning. After you've escaped your life and you spent a year on the beach, you're going to get tired. You're going to get bored. You're going to do something that fills you up. We want to contribute. Human beings want to contribute. We want to feel like the work that we're doing matters, and we like to work. We like to feel like the activities that we're filling up our day with mean something to somebody else. So you've got to find that. And when you do, you don't want to just work 4 hours a week. It fills you up. You want to do it a lot. It doesn't mean you're spending 24 hours a day doing it. You got to find the balance for you. But when you find the work that you love, you want to go all in on it. You want to keep going because it fills up your soul. So you've got to work hard and you've got to work smart. It's the only way to succeed as an entrepreneur.
If you want to learn the biggest mistake that people make and how to fix it, check out the video right there. I think you're gonna enjoy. I will see you there. Continue to believe. Bye.